Okay, so today we're going to be talking about my favorite team, the LA Lakers. So, without anything to say, by the way, we're going to get my dad, hopefully. For some reason, we cannot make a video longer than 15 minutes. I made a video about the NFL and Week 18, but it went longer than 15 minutes, and you have to do some complicated stuff that my dad only can. So we might keep our exercising video a little short, like 10 minutes. But without further ado, let's get in. Okay, so to start things off, nothing. We have to talk about the start. LA, and what a time. The Lakers are my favorite team. And they were terrible. They went 0-5 before winning just a few games, and against the Nuggets was their first win on the road. Now, the Lakers are not really good, to be 100% honest. They are. By the way, I have my newspaper, Seattle Times, so I can check everything from there. So I'm going to check it. It's ahead of Oklahoma City. So Oklahoma City is also pretty surprising. But the Lakers, what a story, man. And what a story for Russell Westbrook. I made a video on Dennis Schroeder yesterday, but Russ did great. And I told about it in that video. Russ did great. Not Russ from the Denver Broncos. No. Russell Westbrook. Russ is a good player off the bench. He's the front runner. And this is from AM Hoops. I think he said that Russ is the front runner for MVP. Not MVP. Sixth Man of the Year award. Sixth Man of the Year award. Russ is the favorite of that. Wait. I just needed to stop the videos because I just need to close the door so that no background music from my mom and my sister are talking. But this is a better team. And how in the world, without Anthony Davis, they did good. And I did not mention much about Thomas Bryant. But he put up 21 points also. When I first looked at the scoreboard, I thought that Thomas Bryant was the one who scored 32 points. But no, it was Dennis freaking Schroeder, whatever. So I think that this is a great team. Shouldn't contend for a title. Patrick Beverly said if he joined the Lakers earlier in the offseason, if he joined the Lakers, he would they would go to the Western Conference Finals. And I feel like Pat Bev and Russ's beef. I feel like it's settled for some reason. So I think that this is a very good team. Yeah, this not a very good team, but now the Lakers are not wanting to trade away Russ. I mean, I get it. I wouldn't also, but because you're the front runner of the sixth man of your award, that award, so you can win a award. Maybe they should have done this with Frank Vogel. I think Russ was the guy who made Frank Vogel fired. And people say that it's Robert Pelinka's fault, but I've just gotten to know from guys like AM Hoops and others that LeBron James was the guy who wanted Russ instead of some like DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, something like that. And they dealt Kuzma, Kyle Kuzma, KCP. Who else? They dealt I forgot. I think Montrezl Harrell also that deal. to Washington to get Russell Westbrook. By the way, the Nuggets are now have KCP, and they got him for Ish Smith. Doesn't make sense. But I think that KCP and Russ is playing better. What else do you want? He's playing much better coming off the bench. But I feel like this is the time that Russell Westbrook falls off. I know. But he's not playing great. Houston had a very short stint. He also had Washington. He was on 4 teams in 4 years. OKC to start off with, then Houston, then Washington, then LA. And he stayed LA. For the first time in 4 years, he's been on one team for 2 years. So I think that Russ has been bouncing around the league, and he's been mostly in the Western Conference. And I think that the Lakers, I feel like this. Russell Westbrook is never, ever going to win a championship. He's never going to. I have to say that. Because he has to be the best player on your team if he's going to be a great player. If someone like LeBron's on the team and the team is like, and Anthony Davis, and the team is like, what did I say? Like putting the ball also in those two guys' hands, then Russ won't play good. And he's still good. He's still playing very good. But that's all top. Russ has been very okay. He's not been bad. But now time to talk about other things. Russ, I have to also say this about Russ. The reason why he's never going to win a championship, if he's on the best player, he needs a guy like how he got in OKC, Paul George. You know why it didn't happen out in Houston? Because he had a prime James Harden. So out of that place, the Lakers have had Anthony Davis is injured. I felt like Anthony Davis was getting more like healthy. He was having one of his best seasons of his career. But then he got injured and stuff. He's been off the field. No, off the court, whatever. And LeBron, he scored 25 points and 10 assists yesterday. So I think that should be very good. And yeah. I think that LeBron James is the best player is the greatest player of all time. You guys might say no, it's Michael Jordan. But the thing about it, LeBron played with the Cavaliers and led them to NBA Finals. No defense. No disrespect, MJ is easily the second greatest player of all time. But LeBron was a guy who came up, who was also clutch. People say that he's a choke artist because he won a finals. Literally won finals. It's literally just 7 games. 6 games he wasn't good. If it was like a full playoffs, then I would say nah. Plus, without LeBron, the Cavs probably are getting the number 1 overall pick for several years. So I think that LeBron is the GOAT. And Anthony Davis, most people just forget about when he was an amazing player on New Orleans. So I think he was a top 75 player of all time. I think he was. ahead of like Dwight Howard. By the way, Dwight Howard for some reason isn't even in the NBA. I've heard like from guys like MJ 2K all day and AM Hoops that it's because of his reputation. I don't know about that. I I heard today from MJ 2K all day that Howard and James Harden took different ways out of the arena so that they could avoid each other. So a little bit from then I really got some of. So so that's it for me. Thank you for watching to the end and bye.